It's not that bad, is it? Oh, I guess it is pretty bad. Anyway, so we are live at what time? 4:44 in the morning in the Philippines. Crap, dude, I forgot my glasses. Anyway, that's life. I'm actually um, farsighted anyway. So, but as far as reading stuff, it might be a little bit tough. Now that I think about it, reading stuff on the phone, reading people's comments. So I probably should grab my glasses. Let me go grab my glasses. I'll be right back. Made it. Made it back. Timer, they are amazing. And change it to all messages. They are amazing. What's amazing? Hey, glasses? Good morning from the Philippines. It is 4:47 in the morning here in the Philippines. You know, so many people come into my channel and they try to break me down. Let me ask you something. I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Op Timer. Do you know what a simp is? S-I-M-P. Hey, good morning. S-I-M-P. Simp. Do you know what that is? I know, I didn't expect to be on now either. Have you ever heard of that word? S-I-M-P? I'm going to go get some Pandasol, bro. Pandasol time. I don't know if you know what that is. A person who sort of does weird stuff for another person. Something like that. I mean, weird stuff meaning like they give so much that and they lose so much. Like if I give you my car because I want you to be my friend, kind of thing. You know? Yeah, let's say I want somebody to be my friend, so I give them my car, and then I can't get anywhere. You know, they belittle themselves so small for things. The reason I'm asking is because is this like a word that people use a lot, or do you rarely hear this in the USA? Because when I left the USA, I rarely heard it. I rarely heard people say that word, but I've noticed people have been using it lately, which is strange to me. Maybe people are finally growing up and realizing not to be not to be a bunch of wimps. I hear it a decent amount, but not much. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It's sort of a wimpy thing, you know, when somebody say gives a girl a vehicle to be his girl, and he barely has any money. You know what I mean? Even if he did have money, he shouldn't give a girl freaking too much crap, because she'll freaking noise, man. Those motorcycles. Because she'll take advantage of him, and she won't value other things that are more important than a bunch of materials, like the time together. You know, she should value his love, the time they have together, stuff like that, instead of giving away a bunch of crap. I've seen this happen over there in that country so much, you know, USA. And that's why a lot of the girls are so freaking spoiled and bratty. Anyway, crap, dude. We're gonna get out here to the Panda Saw place here in a second. Hey. It feels a little bit chilly, bro. It feels a little bit chilly. Do I have all chats on? Yeah, I do. Out here. Almost like need to put a jacket on, chilly. That, you know, a lot of people will be surprised that I'm in the Philippines and ready to wear a jacket. But because the sun's not out. So, how was, hello. Hey, good morning. How was school today? So here's a bakery. They have a bunch of stuff here, but that's not where I'm going. I don't think I want anything there. I'm going to the Panda Saw place. Yikes. Louis says, I have to admit that Mexico has better beach, better food as well. Better beaches and better food. Really? Do they have better drug dealers too? I don't, you know, I'd say the food, I like the food better. As far as the beaches go, I don't know about that. I can't tell you because I haven't checked them out. But I know they got a lot of problems with drugs over there, and we don't have those problems here. Yeah, I can't really say about the beaches. I don't know the beaches there. I wanted to go to Mexico, but never did make it. I made it to California. Oh, there's the Panda Saw guy back there. Anyway, I was going to buy them over here, but maybe I'll buy it from him. Let's see. Jolene, I'm mad at you, Jolene. You made me mad, Jolene. Hey, how you doing? But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. But I'm mad with Jolene. I'm waiting for her to say something. So what do you think about that, Louis? Louis. Oh, whoa. We gotta go now. Yeah. So I guess I'll have to go to the Pandasol store. Why did I forget about you on my Pajum? What is a... Not sure what a Pajum is, but yeah, what you posted, the post you did, I didn't see my name on it. I forgot a few channel. Are you doing videos now? Well, come on, dude. You want me to buy the Pandasol from you? I'll buy it from you, but you got to come on up here. All right. No Pandasol. Pandasol. Do a Pandasol. Pandasol? No? Hey, I'm sorry. Well, you can edit. You can go in and add.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Magandang umaga.
Gandang umaga.
Macano. How much? Let's see, Macano. Let's see. Let's do 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 7. Let's do 7.
7 pieces?
Lucky 7, yeah. 35. Triente. What is that? Triente cinco.
35.
Yeah, 35 pesos. 35 pesos. Hey, I put you on. Hey, good morning, girl. Good early morning. 35 is the number. All right. Here's 30. Let me get 5 more, please. I think I got 5 more here. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly. 5 more. All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Salamat po.
Salamat.
All right. I'll put you on. All right. Thank you, Jolene. Okay, you're my friend again. Anyway, we got Pandasol. Show you guys. Hot, fresh bread. It's hot, it's fresh, it's delicious. It has a little bit of cheese inside. And basically this bag of Pandasol, 7 pieces, 35. That's about 65, 70 cents for a bag. And I'll be eating that like through the day. I'll eat a few this morning, eat a few later. Yeah, something like that. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Michael? Good early morning from Virginia. So I was asking. Oh, toe sucker. I'm sorry. Hey, toe sucker. How you doing? By a little bit of cheese, you mean the same amount of bacon that comes in a large can of baked beans. Yeah. So yeah, it's very, very small amount. Yeah, it's not much cheese at all. Very small. Done it. So how's things going where you guys are at? I guess nobody's like going crazy out there yet where y'all are at. I had somebody put a comment on one of my posts that said, "You have a target on your forehead." And they put a little target symbol. I tell you, man, when you do this kind of business, which I really don't enjoy doing this kind of business, but when you do it, you get some freaking nuts. And there's already too many nuts in this world as it is. A lot of a lot of mean comments and so forth. Here's the bakery behind me that's open at 4:59 this morning. Basically, I think they're open 24 hours. And that chicken place over there, I think that's in the 7-Eleven. Yeah. It's like the only 3 things open in town 24 hours. Mr. Phil Collins in the house. Well, I can see it coming in the air tonight. How's things going, guys? Where y'all are at? Anything interesting, new, fun, exciting, crazy, anything? Hey, what do you guys think about? I had people in my live yesterday that wanted to talk about Trump. I just want to know what you guys, are y'all like, think he's done anything good? Because most of the people in there said they didn't think he's done anything good. Do y'all think he's done anything good? I mean, maybe he's done some bad. Maybe he's done some good. But most of the people said he hadn't done anything good. So I'm just wondering about what you guys think. I think he's done some good things. Because right now, this is a totally different audience. You know, none of you guys were in that live stream. How long have I been in the Philippines? It's been almost 3 years. Yeah, almost 3 years, Apollo. Phil Collins says, I want to meet some young ladies. Well, dude, how about 43? No, not 43 young ladies. I mean, age 43. She's looking for a guy like you, Phil. Apollo says, so you're a life coach in the Philippines. Yeah, I'm a life coach in the Philippines. Kenny, what's up? How you doing? Hi, remember me? Yeah, man, how you doing? Who lets 20 million illegals invade your country? Is that the number? 20 million? I don't know. You know, I think I have heard that. Yeah, at least 20 million. So, Phil, just go ahead and say it. You think Trump has done some good things. You think that basically he is stopping the illegal immigrants from coming in. Kenny says, great. How does that go exactly? How does what go? Hold on. So you're a life coach in the Philippines. Oh, okay. I mean, basically, you can get on my calendar, and I got one this morning, as a matter of fact. And basically, we spend an hour, the cost of it. Well, how it works basically is, we will talk about what you need and so forth. Hello, first time here. How you doing tonight? Oh, I'm doing good. But the cost of it's normally $33 an hour, but I'm not really concerned about the cost. So if a discount needs to happen, you just tell me. You tell me, how much is good for you. Let's see. Phil Collins says, I think trans are weird also. I don't know his stance on that kind of... Oh, yeah, he like kicked people out of the military for that, right? That's right. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where do you live in the Philippines, Po? I live in Mindoro. Hello from Dallas. Dallas, North Carolina. Oh, okay. I'm from North Carolina too, bro. Nice to meet you, Tony. Now Dallas, I'm trying to remember where that's at. Dallas is that over by Charlotte? Oh, Kinsley's from North Carolina too. Awesome. So Michael's in here. He's from Virginia, and we got two from North Carolina. There's a Dallas in Texas too. Yeah. There's there's I think Dallas in North Carolina too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the big Dallas is in Texas. Oh, you're near King. Oh yeah, that's over by Mount Airy, between Mount Airy and Winston-Salem. That's awesome. Nice to meet you, Kinsley. I used to work over at Mount Airy, and I was staying over at Radford, Virginia, where Michael's from, over that way. And yeah, trying to get some coffee here. I'll let you guys see. Normally don't do coffee. I normally just do it at home, but I spoiled myself this morning. This is only 35 pesos. No, I'm sorry, it's 45. 45 pesos, which is about 75 cents. Somewhere around there. About 75 cents. I'm going to get some cream and sugar over here, and I'm going to eat this panda saw. Let's see. You used to live in Winston-Salem. I was so close to moving to Winston-Salem. Hello. I got the medium coffee, and can I get cream and sugar? Yeah.
How many?
Let's see, 3 and 3. And medium coffee is 45, so that's for that.
It depends.
Okay.
It's distinguished.
Thank you. Michael says Trump held pharmaceutical companies accountable for unbalanced pricing and said Medicare and aid can't sell for more than international sales. Yeah, I think that's pretty big right there. I know my friend over here from North Carolina, living over here, he has diabetes. And he said it's a lot cheaper to get the medicine here than it was in the U.S. A lot cheaper, you know. Now, I don't remember the exact numbers, but, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if it was like 85% cheaper. Percent, not cents, but percent. Anyway, Kinsley says, nice. No, Dallas, about 15 miles away from Gastonia. Yeah, that's near Charlotte. Gastonia is near Charlotte. Let's see, are you at work or are you just chilling? Me, Kinsley? Me? I think, or maybe Kinsley might be talking to someone else. But if you're talking to me, this is my job, YouTube. Brian, hey, good morning. How you doing, man? Having afternoon coffee too. Awesome. Okay, EG, let's see. Regret. Regret? I don't have any regrets, no. You know, I do have a regret now that I think about it. I have a regret that I didn't focus more on my plan when I got here as far as my business that I was going to be working on. And I wish I would have kept working on that, which was my digital marketing business. Instead, I focused completely on trying to find a new girlfriend since the other girlfriend didn't work out. I wish I would have focused more on the business part. Optimer says, I was throwing a lacrosse ball at a rebounder and it came back at my face, and when I tried to catch it, ow. Dude, I've never played lacrosse. $45 for coffee? No, it's 45 pesos. Yeah, 45 pesos. That's about 75 to 80 cents USD. Yeah, it's not even $1. It's less than $1 here. Prices here are like 70% cheaper overall. 70% cheaper than the US. I gotta take a crap, says Phil. This dude is unemployed. Yeah, you could say that. Tony says, I may be in Hempels in August if I can get a visa. Oh, in the Phils in August if you can get a visa. Are you from, hold on, Tony, where are you from? Are you from USA? You're from Dallas, I think? Hold on, is this the one from Dallas? Dallas, North Carolina, I think. Trying to jump back and forth. Michael says, inventors sold patents to University of Toronto for $1 each. Banting famously said, insulin does not belong to me, it belongs to the world. He wanted everyone who needed it to have access to it. And Kinsley says, Air Mike, I got to go. All right, take care. Have a blessed day to you as well. Peso. I ain't never heard of peso. Yeah, peso, Philippine peso. So for every 59 pesos, it equals $1. So if you buy something for 59 pesos, then basically it's $1. So that's 45 pesos. So that's going to be less than $1. Tony says I'm from US. Okay, yeah. Yeah, or like Michael's saying here, actually it went up to, unless it went back down again, it was 59.4 yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So like this thing right here, this is 135 peso. So that would be about $2 for that 10 liters of water. Less than $10. I mean, less than $2. Less than $2. There you go. And that is a lot of water. Hey, this here. This is about $1. It's a little bit over $1, about $1, $1.50, somewhere like that. Where you get the Spam, eggs, and rice for about $1.50. Let's see. Less than 2 cents. Yep, exactly. Less than 2 cents. Kinsley's homeschooled. Oh, okay. So I just learned something new. I could use that for school. That's cool. Yeah, and then we got the Mexican peso. It's different, and I don't know what the rate of that is, the Mexican peso. But that's what you're going to use in Mexico. Over here, I'll show you, Kinsley. I'll show you what the money looks like here. So, like this. There's 50 pesos. That is about $1. Is almost $1. That is 50, right? Yeah, 50. 50 pesos, Philippine pesos. What in tarnation? Yeah, this is what they use in the Philippines. This is, yeah, you give them $1 and you get like 50 pesos and a little bit more. You also get some change too. So 50 is a, yeah, 50, 59 actually. So you would get that and, or whatever the rate is, you know, and then you would get like, there's 10 pesos. So that there is closer to $1. 50 pesos and 10 pesos. And this coffee was cheaper than that 50 pesos. And 7-Eleven has, in my opinion, they have the best coffee in the Philippines. That's my opinion. And I haven't done this in a long time. I usually just drink at home, but I'm gonna tell you what, right now, our place is all dark and everything. Eve's trying to sleep in the bedroom where I usually make coffee, or she makes coffee. Usually she makes it. And this is going to be a lot better than that coffee anyway, because we use instant coffee at home. This is comes out of that brew machine where it grinds up the coffee, so it's going to taste a lot better, a lot fresher. And guess what? I only slept like an hour last night. I couldn't sleep. Usually I'd be sleeping right now, but I couldn't sleep. So I said, forget it. I'm going to give up on sleep and just stay up, go get some coffee, and do a live. Whoa, I feel like I'm getting taught math right now. So you are in the Philippines right now. Yeah, that's correct. I'm in the Philippines right now. And this is a 7-Eleven. You see one of the employees. This is 7-Eleven here. Yeah, they even have an ATM machine over there. That's a new one, as a matter of fact. They just put that one in. What blew my mind was that 1 peso is less than 2 cents. And it's what blows my mind is that, like we talked about the other day, you could get 2 pesos for $1 way back in the day. But then, you know, now the value has changed a lot. Hello, beautiful people. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? Good to see you. It's early in the morning here, about 5:17. I couldn't sleep, so I just said, forget it, and left. While my girlfriend just stayed in the bed sleeping. I couldn't sleep, so unfortunately. Maybe I'll get some sleep later or something. Kansas says, I'm still young, but whenever I'm older, I might go travel. Yeah, man. Hope you get to travel. And, you know, King is a wonderful place. I wanted to live in King and Winston-Salem. That was my plan. I was like this close to doing that. It's Monday at 4:17. Because the cool thing about King is, you know, I was wanting to just get a trailer over there, and you could see the mountains from King, North Carolina. You'd have a mountain view from your trailer or apartment or house or whatever you have. It's Monday at 4:17 p.m. in Kentucky. Yeah, Carrie, country kind of crazy. She's over in Kentucky. Yeah, and Optimer's in Georgia. And Radford is in Virginia. Yes, the mountains are beautiful, I know. I love Mount Airy, Radford, all that whole area out there. I didn't expect to have so many people show up in my live this morning, but anyway, sorry guys, I'm gonna eat a little bit. November the 18th. What's that? Is that your birthday or something? November the 18th? Kinsley says, by the way, I just subscribed to you. I gotta go. Okay. When you get a chance, watch one of my long videos. I tell that to all the subscribers. You can pick anything. You want to see me chasing roosters? I got a video chasing roosters. Or you want to see me at the beach in the Philippines? I have videos at the beach in the Philippines. Whatever. Country kind of crazy. Kentucky is beautiful country. All right. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope to see you again. All right. So anyway. Oh my gosh, this coffee is so awesome. I love this coffee. Show y'all some more food items I got. And then some of the snacks. Oh, you're at the edge of the mountains. That's cool. Will do. Have a good one. All right, you too, Kinsley. Trying to remember the name of the place over there by the mountains in Kentucky. Is it Corbin? I think where they started the first KFC. I can't remember the name of it. Corbin, Kentucky, maybe? If I remember correctly, I think Colonel Sanders and his wife, they had like a hotel there. And then she started cooking, like a little cafe with the hotel. Yeah, there's a Corbin. Yeah, I think that's where KFC started. And one crazy thing about Colonel Sanders, he got in this dual battle with a politician. And if I'm not mistaken, he unalived the politician. And he still didn't wind up in jail or anything. Y'all gotta remember something. I'm working off an hour of sleep right now. I've only had an hour of sleep, so I'm trying to get it together. Honestly, I don't even think it was an hour, but I just couldn't sleep at all. I just finally just got out of bed. I called my daughter. First, I called my daughter. I tried to reach her. No answer. So I said, okay, I'll go for a walk, go get some Panda Song coffee, and get on live. It's a couple hours from where I am. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was sort of close. What's like, I mean, I think there's a place out there that's supposed to be a real beautiful town that I was thinking about moving to at one time. Is it Buena Vista or something like that? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, I just realized I got the thing turned the other way. The camera. Yeah, they even have seats outside here too. You can sit down outside. Yeah, I'll show you around. Got the drinks. Any favorites you guys got there? Some JD.
Kulang pa ng piso, ano natin yun? 27,900.
I don't drink, just smoke. Oh, okay. See how small they have the regular Snickers size bar, and then they have these here that are smaller. So you can get a smaller size. Same thing with the Cadbury. They have the bigger and the smaller. And the Kit Kats. You can get a small Kit Kat or regular size. I don't think they do that in the US unless they changed it. I mean, when I left there, I didn't never see that. But that stuff has gotten so expensive though. You know, so I remember when I was in the US and, you know, trying not to spend much money, that kind of stuff in a convenience store was so expensive. Here, just to give you an example, I mean, that is going to be a little bit more than 50 cents. It's going to be about 75 cents when you convert that 46 peso. That's going to be close to 75 cents. For Nutella, some kind of Nutella candy bar or something. And then they have these little Oreo deals. I like the size of this, so I don't have to buy too many of them if I decided I want some Oreos. But if you wanted a lot of Oreos, then this is almost $1. Tax is included in the prices. So when you see something that says 30 pesos and you get to the register, you pay 30 pesos. You don't pay anything higher. How much is a candy bar? Here, small candy bar is now $2. Okay, let's just pick one. Say the Snickers candy bar. It's about $1 for that regular size. 62 pesos, which comes out to maybe about $1.08, and that's tax included in the price. Comes out to $1.08 after tax. Just remember, we're looking at pesos here, not USD. So this is only 9 pesos. So you could get about 6 of these for $1. And then they have ice cream over here. Got the Magnum. I think, is it Magnum? Have y'all ever had Magnum? I think it's a popular US brand, isn't it? Isn't this US popular? I think. Magnum ice cream. I wasn't positive, but I think it was. Anybody know? Anybody had it? Then they have all this other ones. This is like Selecta. I think this is a Philippine ice cream brand. The Selecta brand. King size candy bar, which is what you picked up, would be $3 to $4. Really? I didn't think that was a king size though. I think that's a regular size, ain't it? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be about $1 here. That's like the McDonald's. It's going to be a lot cheaper here than over in the U.S. You know, that McDonald's I went to, what was it, last week? You could get like a quarter pounder meal at McDonald's for about $4 to $5. French fries, drink, quarter pounder, somewhere between $4 and $5. Really, small one is now the regular size. Bro, that's messed up. That's crazy. And of course, there's a grocery store across the street, so if you want to spend less, you don't have to spend more at the convenience store here. I could just walk across the street when they open. They're not open yet right now. Oh, they also do soft serve ice cream here at 7-Eleven, which is what I like to get normally. You can get 2 of those for about $1. Either a cone soft serve ice cream or a cup. Or you can pay 1 for about 50 cents. But, I'm trying to save for $1, you can get 2. That's a good deal. So that's what I usually wind up doing, especially when it's hot outside. And one thing about ice cream, sort of fills you up, Not like bread, bread's not, you're going to get hungry again, but you get that fat or that, it sort of fills you up. Milk, fat, stuff like that. But anyway, I really like the panda sol in the morning. Basically, this is hot fresh bread that I just got, that I picked up at the panda sol place. And you can get a bag of this for about $1. Carry. Has a little bit of cheese in it, not much, but a little bit. One thing Eve likes to do, she likes to get that cheese whiz and put on the panda sol. Let's see, Carrie says our prices went up and our portion size has decreased. We have inflation and shrinkflation at the same time. I don't miss it. I mean, I'm like this. Okay, I'm not making much money, right? I'm not. I got this little YouTube channel. I barely make anything from it. But if I get to the point where I'm like completely out of money and I'm homeless and everything, I think I'd rather be homeless here than over in the US. I know it sounds sort of weird, but for one thing, I mean, I got people here that are giving me a place to stay and I only have to pay the electricity. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's some people in the US that might do something like that, but I don't know, it's sort of hard to find. I don't know, man. It's like also the weather, I don't want to be in a cold place if I was freaking homeless. Let's see. And if you could figure out a way to make $100, it's going to go a lot farther here than it will in the U.S. Let's say you're homeless and you figure out a way to make $100. It's going to go a lot farther here than the U.S. I mean, actually, you could go rent an apartment for $100. You might not be able to pay for the electricity because you spent the $100 on the apartment. But anyway, at least you have an apartment. Hey. I thought about doing that though. I thought about doing a video where I'm actually homeless in the Philippines. Like go out there and stay somewhere But my girlfriend says, "Are you crazy? That's too dangerous. Don't do that." I'd be like, that'd be a good video, you know, trying to survive homeless, maybe, I don't know, a week, maybe, I don't know, a month. I mean, we're pretty close to it now as it is, because all we do is have a little room, and we take a tabo bath, and we have to pour water down the commode to get it to flush, because I'm using old school stuff, you know. We don't have a hot water shower here, but Carrie, there's a rich guy over here from Europe. He's got this big mansion and everything. There's foreigners out here that have these huge houses. A friend of mine from North Carolina, he's got a big old 2-story home that's brand new here in the Philippines. So, yeah, there's all sorts of ways to live here. All our dogwood trees are blooming. It's beautiful. And that's a great thing about the U.S. There's a lot of beautiful stuff over there, you know, as long as it don't get destroyed, like the burning the freaking wildfires in California. And you know, that girl that passed away on the train, they did a moral for her, the paintings on different walls out there. And I think Elon Musk paid for that, for her to have those. And somebody went out and did graffiti all over those things for that girl. I mean, that girl already suffered in life. Now they're going to make her suffer afterlife. I'm sorry. I get a little hyped up. Kerr says, would you try the homeless thing in a park area? Is it that unsafe there at night? Yeah, I think it'd be good. I just don't know if it's legal though, you know. Yeah, I say it would be safe. I mean, the cool place to do it though would be on the beach, because these beaches are empty. I mean, there's like hardly anywhere out there on the beach. That's where I told her I wanted to go. I want to like be homeless on the beach for a little while and make a video. Kerr says U.S. is pretty unsafe at night, so I guess not surprising. I guess in the U.S., you know, it probably just depends on where you're at, right? And I think it sort of does here too. I mean, there is places you probably don't want to be at, you know. And definitely down south in the red zone areas, stay away from those. But that's like only like 1% of the Philippines, you know. 99% is not red zone. Mainly the cities, yeah. I've been to Detroit, bro. That was horrific. I went up there and I went, you know, in the bad neighborhood because I just wanted to see. I'm so curious. So I had to go down there. As soon as I got down there, I was like, I better get my white butt out of here. And I grew up in black neighborhood as a young guy in North Carolina. But, man, that place looked horrible. Detroit. And that was years ago. That's been like 10 years ago. Never pretend to be homeless. You can speak and bring those things into existence. Interview someone homeless. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea either, because I can help them. You know, I have helped someone here in a video, him and his family. Hey, you need to get back? Okay. Sorry. I thought you were walking by. But let's see, never pretend to be homeless. You can speak and No, it wouldn't be pretending. It would actually be homeless for not long though. You know, for like a week. I mean, I'm close to it anyway. I might wind up being homeless, and not pretending. No, I don't believe in pretending in anything. You know, my friend over here, he says, Mike, I know you're doing the coaching thing, but if you want more business, act like you've got riches and act like you've got everything going awesome and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I don't do that kind of crap. You know, I'm like, I am who I am. You know, but you know, they do challenges. Like I did a challenge of being like a Filipino, how they live here. I did a video for that. It's called Probicia Life or something like that. It's Province Life, basically. Somebody else getting coffee from the machine. Yeah, yeah. It's my favorite coffee in the Philippines is 7-Eleven.
What is your favorite flavor?
I just get the brew coffee and add some sugar and cream. He has sugar and cream. Yeah. What about you? What do you get?
French vanilla.
French vanilla. I see you have Qatar on the back.
Yeah.
Qatar. You've been there?
Work in Qatar Airlines.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, back home I picked caramel macchiato if I was at Starbucks. But anyway, there's Starbucks all over here too. I used to be a drugstore manager, and we had a Starbucks right beside the store that I used to manage. This was a long time ago. And I used to freaking have a caramel macchiato all the time. He was asking about what flavor. He likes French vanilla. I just like regular coffee from here. But, you know, French vanilla is good too. What kind of coffee you guys like? Yeah, U.S. cities being unsafe. Detroit, Baltimore. You know, I'm going to tell you some of the ones I went to. Baltimore was very bad. Nashville was pretty nice. You know, I don't know how it is now, but I was there. It was pretty nice. Columbus, Ohio. That was pretty bad. Regular with cream and sugar. Yeah, same here. So I'm getting, but yeah, but if I went to Starbucks, I'd try to get a caramel macchiato. The only thing is, I am not going to Starbucks because they're too expensive. But, and this tastes the best in my opinion, the 7-Eleven. Like I said, it's grinding from the machine here. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Oh, I'll show you this too. This is one thing they eat here in the Philippines. This is called chappao. So you can see what's in it. And yeah, you could get like one of these for $1, a pork asado one. And then they have hot dogs, but they don't have many hot dogs in here right now. And I didn't show this over here. They have these donuts too. This is Mr. Donut Donuts. And a lot of people like to get the ramen noodles and then they put hot water from here and they'll eat the ramen noodles. Here's the Valentine's Day setup. Kerr says, what made you want to move to Philippines in the first place? Did you not watch the video? It's called Red Flags, Pregnancy, and something about like the reason I came to the Philippines or something like that. Anyway, that's the video of what made me want to come to the Philippines. Just to give you a simple answer, that's the story. So that would be good to watch. But just to give you a simple answer, a very, very beautiful 25-year-old girl. The only problem is all of her beauty was on the outside and not the inside. Yeah. And I shouldn't say that. Maybe she had some good inside somewhere. Let's see. The girl looked like a freaking model, man. When I saw her picture, she had this beautiful red dress on. And she was just a knockout. Very, very beautiful. She had what's called chinita eyes. That's like the smaller eyes, and I thought those were beautiful. I think you said you tried it one previous time. Yeah, well, that was the first time I'm talking about. That's the first reason I came. And then when I ran out of money, I had enough money to get back. I don't want to run out of money completely, right? Because when you get back, you gotta get a place to live and all that kind of stuff. So when I ran short on money, I flew back to the U.S. and then I got this job, and I made a lot more money than I ever made in 1 year in order to get back here to the Philippines. I worked my butt off to try to make as much as I could so I could get over here. Frustrated with the job and general stress of the U.S. Takes some guts to make the plunge. Well, just I don't know how much money you got. I don't know your situation, but just get that money that you need to do. And if you come over and you don't like it, just go back. It's that simple. It's not like you got to stay here, but I think you'll want to. I think you'll want to stay here. I think you'll, I know for me, I had a blast. It was amazing. I mean, I met a lot of awesome people. Phil Collins says he's got about 500K. Phil Collins is a jokester. But anyway. I can tell you how much I had when I came over. When I came over on my first trip, I had about 35,000. Yeah, about 35,000. I stayed here. Now here's the thing. I was throwing away money. I was blowing money. I wasn't thinking about money at all. I wasn't thinking about it. But I've never been a big spender. I'm not the kind of person that will go out. This shirt here, I've been wearing this shirt for like 15 years. I'm back at home. My truck is old. 2004, I believe. It's been so long since I've been in it. But 2004, I think it is. And so I shop at a thrift store in the U.S. Here, I try to shop at a thrift store too. But the ones in the U.S. are a lot nicer thrift stores. So it's a lot harder to find some things here in a thrift store. Of course, I hardly ever have to buy anything anyway. So, yeah, hardly ever buy anything here. That's like materials. So because I was spending over $1,000 a month. Close to about $1,500 a month, really. So I was spending about $1,500 a month for about a year. So you think about that, 1,500 times 12, that's about 18,000, I think. And then I also had to buy tickets, I had to get my passport, all that kind of stuff. So I spent like over 20,000 that year. So I still had about at least 10,000 when I went back. I don't remember exactly, but you know, somewhere around 10,000 when I went back. How much should I have? How much should you have? Yeah, if you want to spend a year here and spend 1,000, you know, have a budget. Don't do like I did. When I came here for the first year, I didn't have a budget. My first year, I dated how many girls? I mean, there was a lot of girls, man. I think it was 50, something like 50 girls in my first year. I did a video about this. I can't remember. I calculated it and did the video. I think it was 50. And then there's my second year, you know, it's going to be different than the first year. So the second year, I don't even know if I put the video out yet on the second year. But anyway, Kerr says, I've got money. So you don't have to spend 1,000. You could spend freaking $500, $600 a month. You know, you don't have to spend 1,000 a month. I mean, I'm spending about 300 with my girlfriend, you know, somewhere around 300, 350, somewhere around there. Me and her together. But our expenses are low because we don't have to pay for a place except for the electricity. But even if we did, we could get a place for about $100 a month. So then we'd be at about 400, 450, about 450, yeah. So yeah, you can come here and spend $400 a month if you want. You know, you get a girlfriend, you know, maybe a little bit more, you know. Let's see what else we said. I've got money, but it's in my retirement account and not enough for decades or anything. I need to invest a more liquid account like a brokerage so I can do it. I mean, the money I have right now, I have it in a, what's it called? One of those. I got it in one of those accounts that earns like 4% or something like that. I forgot the name of it. What's those accounts with the? It's with the credit union. It's with Navy Credit Union. Anyway, it's not a lot because I keep spending money. But anyway, did you sell most things back in the U.S.? I did. I tried to sell things. Yeah, I tried to sell things. I didn't want to sell my truck though. Didn't want to sell that because I loved the truck, even though it was old. Curse 40, okay. I'd rather not have to work. I'd rather not have to return to work in the U.S. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mentioned Etsy, the Etsy store. I mean, you can do things online. My best advice to you, try to get a job that you can do online from the U.S. Try to get a U.S. company to give you a job that you can do online and then come over here with that job. But they have to let you, you know, come to the Philippines. I have one company that was going to give me a job, but I told them I needed to be able to do it in the Philippines. It was an online job, and they said I couldn't do it in the Philippines. So if you can get in that situation, oh man, you'd be like super rich. Imagine if a U.S. company gave you, say, $15 an hour. what's that? 15 times 40, $600 a week. And you can, you could live here on $600 a month. That means you'd have 1,800 extra dollars in your pocket. I mean, we take out taxes and stuff like that, but still, you could live here for $400 or $500 a month. You need at least 2,000 to have a good time. Probably for Phil, he might need 2,000 because I can imagine his good time being a little bit out of control. I had a great time at 1,500. A wonderful time. I didn't go to bars. I didn't go to clubs, that kind of stuff. I just met girls and I went out on dates. 63, have income ETF in my brokerage. Yeah, see, you're set. I know somebody over here that is on disability, and they live here all on disability. And they're extremely happy. They were living, I'm trying to remember where they lived. It's somewhere in the USA. And they were, actually they were a New Yorker. They moved down to North Carolina. And then they went back up to New York. And then they came over here to the Philippines. And they had a lot of weight that they lost since they've been over here, but they haven't been here very long, so they're still losing the weight. And I talked to them before they came, and they were like super depressed. Now they're over here, they're extremely happy. Their home is right beside the beach, the place they rent. This guy rents, and he has a beautiful girlfriend too. Beautiful girlfriend. He's on his porch looking at the beach. It's down in Cebu. Let's see. Cure says, I need to get paid for this. I need to get paid for, what do you call it? A commission from the Philippines. That's what I need to do. They tell because I could sell the place if I wanted to. If I really tried to, I could really sell it. I'm just telling you guys stuff. So anyway, Cure says to Brian, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. ETFs in my brokerage. I can't freaking remember. What's that thing? It's money market or something. I don't know. I got something that's making some interest, but I'm gonna have to get money out of it soon unless I can make enough money from YouTube. That's not a lot of money. Basically, it's the money to get back to the U.S. and basically try to keep living, Have income ETFs. I'm trying to remember what the ETF is. Something trust fund? Is it ETF? Something trust fund or something? Anyway, how come I'm not a moderator? I think we know why you're not a moderator, Phil. You're out of control. I already said that. You really need to get into selling options. Actually, you don't have anything to control, man. Things are pretty chill in here. There's nothing to moderate. What's up, Mikey? Hey, Vibration Light. How's it going? How's Chicago or Illinois? I don't think you're in Chicago, but you're in Illinois. Might be in Chicago. I'm not sure. Anyway, caught you again, kicking it live. Brian says, I receive SS2, Social Security, yeah. My income from the ETF. Man, I wish I could remember what that is. Brian, I only slept an hour, guys. I only slept an hour last night, and as you can yeah, the sun is just coming out now here in the Philippines. So I couldn't sleep. Rarely happens for me. I mean, usually I go to sleep fine, but every now and then this happens. And I live easily on Social Security. Everything is paid for. That makes a huge difference. Yeah. I'm still paying student loans, man. Let's see. Kura says, I have an online job, but it has to be in the U.S. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about it. Find an online job that you can do here. And if you can't find it, you can do like I did, start some kind of business. That guy that I was talking about in Cebu, he's the guy that does the Etsy. He started like November, and he's already making more money than I am. And so I'm going to look into it myself. I might even do it. I mean, to me, it's all about how much do I have to put in to do it, If I don't have to spend a lot of money on it, I'd have to go there now. If I could work from the Philippines, yeah. And, we have a VA here, and I need to look at the jobs because I did see one job, and I never applied for it though, but, I don't know if I could get a job there or not. I mean, they definitely would hire you if they hire you, as an American. They definitely hire Americans. Let's see, James D says, live where? Oh, Philippines. Where in the Philippines? I live in Mindoro. What about you, James? Phil says, I can get you a job making $2,500 a week. Yeah, in the USA, right? $2,500 over in Texas, which would be a lot of money. It'd be over $100,000 a year. Exchange Traded Fund. Thank you, Brian. I couldn't remember what it was. Which I don't know anything about that. Has that got to do with like money exchange for different countries? I'm guessing it's different countries money exchange. And it's a fund, so basically it's a bunch of different ones. It's 72 degrees, vibration light. That's a perfect. Yeah, actually it's about 72 degrees here too. I was just outside and I had a little chill. I was about ready to get my jacket on. So you can see these people are going to work. I hardly ever see old cars out here. Either they usually have a motorcycle or a nice vehicle or a scooter. Pablo says your Social Security and benefits are based on your military service, right? Nope. Wrong, Pablo. I only did 5 years of military, so I get absolutely nothing from the military. Zero. I have some friends that winded up getting disability, and I don't have any disability. I have nothing to show for it. I did do some VA home loans, a long time ago where I was able to buy without the interest down. It's sort of a bad deal because they make you pay a funding fee when you do that, but it helps you become an owner. Yeah, I won't get anything for military. And Social Security doesn't start till you're at least 62. I'm 53 years old, so I've got about 9 years. James D says, I'm in England at the moment. I have a house in Bukidnon. Okay, I've heard of it. James D. And Mindanao. I'm not sure where that is. I'm thinking it's in the mountains. Is that right? I think I might know where it is, but like between Siargao and Davao City in the mountain area. Okay, let's see. Brian says, somewhat similar to mutual funds, but a main difference is they can be bought and sold easily like stocks. Okay. What do you think about the S&P 500? You know, compared to what you got there, that ETF. He just said it was an traded fund, Pablo. Vibration Light says ETF, I think, means exchange traded fund. Yeah. Let's see. James D says, yeah, Central Valencia, San Fernando areas. Yeah. That is, I've been to like half of Philippines, but most of it has not been the south. The farthest south I went was Bohol, so I haven't been down to Mindanao. But Central Valencia, San Fernando. I looked in an area that was in the mountains. I think it's close to you, that I sort of wanted to go to. I sort of wanted to live, but my girlfriend, she was scared. She's like scared to go down there. To Mindanao because because there's a little bit of area that's not safe in Mindanao, but I'd say 99% is safe. What do you think, James? You think 99% or 95%? What do you think? Yeah, she's a Filipina and she's scared to go down there. How you doing? I'm doing good. What's up, dude? How's it going? Brian says, market is all over the place right now. One day up, next day down. I haven't really paid attention to it. Never really look at it. I want to, though. I mean, anyway. I think I'm going to check it out a little bit. It's not like I can really do much anyway. But just to really know how things are going. That kind of thing. Give me a cronut. Oh, give me a cronut. Is that a 7-Eleven? People drink booze in 7-Elevens in the Philippines, which is cool. Do they drink at the 7-Eleven? No, they don't. That's in the USA. They will be drinking outside a 7-Eleven. Yeah, I've never seen anybody drink out around the 7-Eleven in the Philippines. But do they take it home and drink it? Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is very popular that they take home and drink. That's like the most popular thing. Let's see. James D says, what from Pablo? Am I in Mexico? No, I'm not Mexico. This is the Philippines. Hello, y'all. Have a good day at school. Yeah, I lived in Las Piñas, Manila, for 3 years. Yeah, I know where that is. It's just south of Manila, Las Piñas. So, which one you like better? You like James? You like down there better, or Las Piñas better? I think down there would probably be better, but I haven't been down there, so I don't know. I'm going to see what you say. Pablo says, utility is because of uncertainty. Follow utility. Follow electricity. Let's see. Vibration Light says, I bring in 10,000 pesos a week. Win my pension, so I'm good. You're... Well, 10,000 pesos. I was about to say you're a lot better than good, but that was $10,000. But yeah, 10,000 pesos is still fine, I guess. I'm not calculating it. I don't feel like calculating this one. But anyway, I'm sure you're good, even just with the pension. I think you'd be fine. Pablo says volatility and Gimme Cronut says I was in Mindanao. We had to bring an M16 around the area of that area. So still not safe. There are MPA and MILF. You say MILF, I'm thinking about MILFs. Oh, that's in Mindanao. Vibration Light says, I'm sorry, I meant 10,000 pesos a day. Oh, okay. You make that with your pension. Okay. So if we take, say, 50,000 pesos, that's about 1,000, and then we bring that down to 10, so that's about $100 a day, I believe. Maybe a little more, something like that. Anyway, $100 a day is a lot of money in the Philippines. Most people here make only $10 a day. Most people that work here. So if they can survive off of $10 a day, yeah, you're like surviving off of 10 people's income in the Philippines. James D says, I don't go south, southwest. There was a conflict a few years ago in the Muslim city of Marari. Yeah, I heard about that. Dude says, that place is cheap as crap. Give me a Cronut says, Moro Islamic Liberation Front. Dude says, remembered how my $100 stretched so far. Dude, I took a taxi in New York from the bus stop to the airport. It was over $100. About $120. It wasn't a taxi, it was an Uber. I took an Uber and it cost me about $120 to go from a freaking bus stop to a train station. Not bus stop. Train station to the airport. That was to fly here to the Philippines. Yeah, it was about $120 for that Uber. In the Philippines, you take a ride like that in a taxi, you might pay $6, $7, $8. Don't pay no $120. You probably pay about $10 now that I think about it. Yeah, probably about $10. Let's see. Remember, Vibrational Light says $200 a day. A day, Mikey? $200 a day, $200 a day. What do you mean? Now, I was saying 10,000 pesos. Man, you're making me do calculations in my head, bro. I think it's maybe $100 a day. Is it $200 a day? Maybe it is $200 a day. Maybe that's what you're telling me. Okay, well $200 a day. Dude, I wish I had $200 a day. I don't even spend $200 a week. I'd have to buy like 300 of this coffee from 7-Eleven, and this is a luxury, this coffee here, because this is almost $1. It's less than $1. But yeah, last time I drank one of these is like a month ago, because I can make it cheaper at home. But anyway, Eve was asleep and trying not to wake her up in the room and treating myself. So Pablo says, recently a vlogger who's a white dude and married to a Filipina living in Mendino recently went missing. They fear here he was. Oh, you're talking about that one like a year ago. I think you're talking about the guy that was he was letting people borrow money and he was charging them for loans. Basically, he was a loan shark. And those loan sharks, they try to rip people off. Dude, you come in here as a foreigner. You know, you're a rich kid from a rich family, and you're going to do that kind of thing to these people that are struggling. Doesn't surprise me, man. And in the area that he was staying in was, I don't know if it was the red zone area, but I think it was close. It was either in the red zone area or it was close to the red zone area. That boy, it was a kid. You know, that's the problem. A lot of the young people make stupid mistakes out here. I've seen it so many times. Young people come out here and make stupid mistakes. And that was very stupid. Is this Howie Mandel? Yeah, sure. Dude says, we went on vacation outside the capital. It was fun, but I honestly wasn't comfortable. Hold on, you said you went on vacation over here in Manila? You can definitely come to the Philippines and not be comfortable. You can definitely. I've stayed at a Red Doors hotel. Oh, I wasn't comfortable at all. You got to know what you're doing, basically. You know, you got to know where to go to. You can go to a hotel that is not going to be comfortable, and you can go to a hotel that's very comfortable. And I know we're not just talking about hotels. We're talking about a lot of stuff. You can go to places that are a lot better than others, blah, blah. Pablo says, I remember when Howie Mandel was a funny comedian. Yeah, I remember that too, the curly hair. I remember when he had hair. James Dean says, I like Las Piñas, but lots of, pollution is bad up that way. You need to know people around you and your barangay. My wife's family are indigenous and have lots of land, so grow crops. Yeah, I agree with that. You need to know the people because, yeah, that's a very community area, those kind of places. Sort of like where I'm at in this province in Mindoro. Take my dog swimming in the river minus floating papers. Dude says, with $1,000, you can literally live for a month or more there. Yeah, I'm doing it for 3 months. $1,000, I live here for 3 months off $1,000. But when I first got here, I would have spent that in my first month because I didn't have a budget. So, you know, have a budget. It's a piece of advice. Let's get something going. James says if you don't drink, smoke, or eat out, you can live on $500 a month. Yeah, I say you can do it for $500 a month, and I also say you can do it for $400 a month. Now, James has a place here in the Philippines, so you know he knows what he's talking about. This $500 a month. But I'm also going to say you can do it for $400 a month. For me, I'm doing it for $300 a month, but I've got a special situation. Phil Collins says, I drink, smoke, and eat out. Vibrational Light says, which is better to live, BGC or Makati? No doubt about it, Vibrational Light. BGC. BGC is a lot better. And BGC is a lot better, and watch the videos I have about BGC. I got a whole playlist BGC videos, and I also have condos BGC playlist as well. But yeah, BGC is a lot better, tons better. And I've stayed in both. I've stayed in Makati, I've stayed in BGC. I've stayed in Quezon, I've stayed in Ortigas. You know, when I say I stayed there, I'm not saying I stayed there for like a year or anything. Stayed there for maybe a week, a month, that kind of thing. Matter of fact, if I gotta look at the numbers. Man, I hate being by this highway and try to pass over. Yikes. I'll just say this, for me to remember the numbers sort of hard, but I've stayed in dozens of different places, hotels, Airbnbs, apartments, houses, condos, dozens of places. Anyway, unfortunately, the free place that I have is right here beside this highway, and I have to listen to the noise all the time, and it drives me insane. But that's why I'm doing YouTube, to try to get out of it. But let's see. Give Me a Cronut says, yeah, BGC is pretty decent. Oh, it's extremely decent, man. I've never seen or heard of any crime in BGC. Now Makati, yeah, have crime over there. Very quiet, beautiful malls, beautiful places to walk. You're gonna have wide open roads instead of those little skinny roads. This is a skinny road, and it's still not that skinny, but this is a skinny road, yeah. Yeah, this is a skinny one. So the BGC road's gonna be about twice as wide, very less traffic, so a lot less traffic. Yep. Yeah, a lot better. Let's see. Well, Phil, bet you spend more than $500. Phil would probably spend $500 in one day. Yeah, BGC. Now, over here in these back roads, you got houses like this, and it's a lot more quieter than out there on the at the highway. But I actually live up there by the highway, but I live there for free, except for the electricity. That's why I can only spend $300 a month. Let's see. Yeah, BGC is pretty decent. BGC is literally somewhat similar to Singapore, but with less people. Yeah, similar. Let's see. Dude says, just asking, how much is your expenses there? I wouldn't be surprised if it's a lot. For me, my expenses here, actually, without my girlfriend, because I don't have rent that I'm paying except electricity, I can, it's close to $200. Yeah, close to $200 a month. That's how cheap it is for me by myself. Maybe $250 because I've been splurging lately. So say about $250. $200 to $250 a month, just me. Now my girlfriend, that's usually about $150 more. So yeah, together we're about $350. That's about what we've been doing lately together, about $350. But we eat stuff that you don't probably want to eat, you know. We eat like sardines in a can, you know, stuff like that. We don't have the fancy life. That's why I have Panda Sol that, you know, in the morning. Usually, a lot of times, I don't even eat breakfast. And she never eats breakfast. So, of course, she sleeps till freaking 11 o'clock anyway. So, I'm like, you miss breakfast. Hey, if I let her sleep, then we don't have to pay for breakfast for her. You know? Anyway, just asking how much is your expense? Anyway, I just said that. Is it any similar to Mexico or something? I've never been to Mexico, bro, so I don't know about Mexico. I've been to Ecuador. And if I had to guess, yeah, it's probably similar. It's probably similar. We don't have the drugs out here. Yep, I've never seen anybody like drug dealing or any kind of weird stuff like that. People go to church like crazy. People are very respectful. The motorcycles are a pain though. These young kids, they like to run motorcycles out here in the province area. That's like their cool thing, I guess. To see out here, nice and peaceful. I like peace, bro. I'm getting too old for that mess, you know. Do you ever need medical care? I went to the doctor one time. Cost me 20. Actually, it's 1,000 pesos, which was less than $20. Yeah, less than $20. No insurance or anything. And yeah, that's how. As far as